out there in the Chivaverse. Varonil, Femenil, and Tapatío are locked and loaded. Everybody looking for playoff positions. See you in a few with the details. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latino America, and all you Chiva hermanos and Chiva hermanas around the globe. All you mothers and misters, Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Go Chew Live. We're transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, El Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenidos todos a We Go Chew Live. Hey, out there at the Chivaverse, everybody, get ready for details. Gaby, ¿cómo estás?
Hi, Robert, and hi, Alfredo, who's already
Alfredo!
here. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of We Go to Live. A lot of exciting information as usual. Chivas is back from the FIFA break, so we're going to be facing Mazatlan. All the good news on Chivas Femenil, Tapatío, and all that good stuff. And remember that this show is created by Chivas, as you can see right here, it says Chivas TV. It's a show created for all our Chiva hermanas and Chiva hermanos that live outside Mexico and speak mostly in English, but we can speak English, Spanish, because we speak Chivas. And also remember to join our Comunidades Rojiblancas, where you can get official information like right away. Remember, download Telegram. That's not me. Is that noise from me? I'm sorry, this is live TV. I don't think that's me. But okay, anyway. Remember to download Telegram or WhatsApp so you can stay tuned for our Comunidades Rojiblancas. And you can be eligible for winning tickets and Experiencias Rojiblancas, which is a tour to the stadium and the museum and all that good stuff. You can watch the team train like right in front of you. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to fix my mic. Back to you, Robert. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
It's the Chivaverse.
There it is.
It's gone.
I don't think
There we go.
it was me.
It was
Anyway,
something. We were getting hacked.
Alfredo, how are you, my friend? Oh,
Hey, my friend, how are you doing, my friend? I hear you're in Mexico City.
ooh.
I'm sorry, is it my feedback? Hi guys, can you listen to me well? Can you
I don't know.
listen to me well?
This is like
No, there's something in the background, Alfredo.
Wait, I'm gonna mute.
It's garbled.
Are we? No, something is wrong with Alfredo's microphone. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hold on while he fixes
Yeah.
that. And there we go. Alfredo will be coming back with it. There you go, my friend. How are you doing there?
Hello. Nope.
No, we can't hear you.
Nope.
Can you guys hear me well?
I don't know.
What
I'll
about now?
translate.
What about
That's
now?
better.
That's better?
Yeah, but it's delayed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see, guys. I'm not in the usual place that I take the show in. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me all right? Can you guys hear me all right? All right.
There's some delay.
Why don't you
Okay,
try
is that-
to?
Yeah, I'm with my telephone at the
Log off
moment.
and come right in. Okay,
Okay.
he'll be
So,
right back.
my Chivaverse brothers and sisters, sorry about that.
Live TV.
See, we were just trying to see if you were paying attention.
Yes.
Anyway, Gabi,
Thank you
¿cómo
for
estás?
being here, Tisha. I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
That's cool. I'm doing really well. We were in the middle of the disclaimer, right, guys? This is a program for Chiva hermanos who mostly live in the United States and who do not have as their first language Spanish, right? So, and we are officially Chivas TV. Chivas TV. And we are transmitting in the United States. ¿A dónde, Gaby?
Where? Okay, so yeah, remember that La Casa de las Chivas en los Estados Unidos es Telemundo Deportes, and you can watch through Telemundo Deportes official social media platforms, and also through their social media platforms. Telemundo Deportes. Yeah, that's right. You can watch us from there if you are in the United States. So hi everybody from Telemundo.
And hi, everybody out there in the chat. You know, everybody out there, we see so many new people all of a sudden, Gabby. But let's
Yes.
get down to it. You know, we were like
Let's go.
running into a speed bumps there. So we had a FIFA break,
Mhm.
you know, entre comillas, because we had people playing in selección, both the upper and the lower selección, that I mean the minor and the varonil selección, and we had obviously our Chiva hermanos who went to Arizona. We're in Phoenix, and we're facing our fiercest rivals, America. And surprise, surprise, Chichadios got on the scoreboard, and I think that that was the biggest thing for everyone. No, and he did it early on in the match,
Yes.
and the stadium was just insane. Let's talk a little bit about. I don't know if you guys were able to see our social media platforms, but Javier sent me a video where the governor was interviewing our players and welcoming them to Phoenix because it was such a great and incredible, well, basically social movement. Look at the stadium. It was packed, and it was a great honor for us to have been part of that. It was the mayor, excuse me, part of that whole celebration. And then Chicharito, he put the cherry on top of the ice cream. What did you
Yeah.
think of that match, Gabi?
Yeah, I mean we say this every single time we get to visit not only every single city in Mexico, but outside Mexico, specifically in the USA, it's packed with Chiva Hermanos, right? And Phoenix was no exception. So it was a great reception from the fans in their hotel when they arrived on the bus at the stadium. This was in Glendale. I think it was the Arizona Cardinals stadium.
Right,
And it
the
was
State
packed.
Farm.
It was packed. A lot of America fans as well, sure. But I think there were more Chiva Hermanos at the stadium. So, and yeah, it was great to see Javier Hernandez being back on the scoring board. I think he was happy. It was not probably you wanted to win that game. A clásico es a clásico, but it was a good show. Let's just say it like that. It was a good show. It's not an official game. It's a friendly match, exhibition mostly. But I think it was good considering, And Chicharito did great. It would be amazing to see him back on the scoring board on an official game, right? If he has more minutes with the first team. But again, it's nice to see him scoring, and especially against America. And I think the fan base in Phoenix was extremely happy about that. So yeah, it was a 1-1 game against America, and it's always those kind of games that you want to win. It's a friendly or not.
Definitely, and the vibe. I think that's what was made that all electrifying because everybody who was there knew. Well, it's a derby away from home. Because remember, our Chiva hermanos out there in the United States, we've been there, my friends. We know how it feels when anything comes home, comes over to the U.S. and reminds us of home. It's like you know, piel chinita, ecstasy. Everybody gets together with all the, their hermandad, a bunch of Mexican hermanos and hermanas. And
Yes.
remember, all this pressure that's going on socially in the United States right now with, let's not get into that, right? But it's just, it was a great way to see our brothers and sisters let out a little steam, no? Both Americanistas and Chivas, and I think they kind of behaved, although I've got some alternate videos from some friends out there where,
Mm-hmm.
there were differences of opinion. So anyway, Gabriel Milito was able to give his team some playing time, and we was able to see, I think he was able to look for new things that he can put against the team against Mazatlan, excuse me, on the pitch. So, Alfredo, no. Oh, he was back for a moment. So, Milito's team, remember, we got to remind us, is only 3 points behind uh, our sixth place. So, if we're able to beat Mazatlan, we will be able to move up on the tables. But first, let's talk about Chicharito. All right. I really would like to. Well, let's get it. Let's hear it from his own lips.
Sí, muy feliz y contento con el esfuerzo de todo el equipo. Aquí, como bien lo dijo Gaby en nuestra charla, ¿no? En esta institución no hay partidos amistosos, ¿no? Siempre queremos darle lo mejor. Como pudiste ver, el estadio estaba lleno. Obviamente contra el equipo que jugamos también tiene mucha afición, pero se vio todo el estadio rojiblanco, ¿no? Entonces, contentos por el esfuerzo. Lamentablemente se dio el empate, no pudimos ganar y en lo personal, claro, siempre marcar da mucha confianza. Bien, muy bien. Ojalá hubiera sido en liga, ¿no? Cuando te dan puntos o algo, pero bueno, siempre marcar es muy importante, un delantero le da mucha confianza y ojalá que hagan más. Sí, bueno, como también pudiste ver en el 11 jugamos muchos jugadores que no estábamos participando mucho y eso es lo que da esta oportunidad para mostrarse, para ponérsela difícil a Gaby y sí, como te lo digo, contento, obviamente quisiéramos que el resultado hubiera sido distinto, pero bueno, así es esto, también es un gran rival y nos vamos contentos con el empate, ayudó mucho esto para ahora preparar el partido contra Mazatlán.
A breath of
There we
fresh
go.
air there. Hey, Alfredo, how are you, man? Are you back?
How are, yes, how are you guys? How are you? I'm not usually at the place where I do the show, so I'm sorry about that at the beginning, and I'm currently with my phone, but here we are discussing about Chicharito's words, and I was it really caught my attention when he said that they're working to put it difficult to Milito, to put him in a difficult task while deciding the lineup, which speaks about the competition that there's going on, the healthy competition that there's going on in the locker room for a spot in the starting 11. We've seen, of course, the individual performances by different players um, get better as time has gone by, as the matches have gone by. So I think that healthy competition amongst the more than 20 players, around 25 players that are in the roster, is always good because we'll eventually level up the collective performances and of course the performance of the 11 guys who defend us on the pitch at whatever time it is.
And that's is part of the whole thing that Milito was going through. I think in Phoenix was able to put this team through different kinds of runs, no? And I think that we were able to see that with the different changes. Everybody was moving forward. I would have liked to have seen more goals. The truth is, because that's entertainment, right? And I think America was kind of playing a bit cautiously. I mean, at least what we've been used to seeing Jardinez team set up. So I don't think either team really wanted to come back with some people, you know, on the DL because look at us. Right now we have so many people on the injury list that it's getting worrisome. So I don't know. Thumbs up because we were able to tie. Thumbs up for Chicharito. I loved it that he was able to come back. And he's humble and it's true. Like he said, if only it had been in a league match, that would have been able to do it. But like he said as well, he's a forward, take some pressure off of himself, and forwards are there to make the goals. All right. So, Gabi,
Yes, sir.
Milito is 3 points behind sixth place. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to beat the Sinaloenses. So,
We
what do
have.
you think? Of the 5 matches of the two teams, the stats are in our favor. So, what do you think?
Yeah. I think it's I we've said this before, but I think since winning Clásico de Mexico in the league, like the official game, I think it's just uphill from now. We've been doing great. We could potentially be facing our fourth win in a row, hopefully. And again, we're like 3 points away from the sixth place. We are officially playing in situation, and we want more. It's only a few weeks left in the regular season, and we want to cerrar, the regular season as best as we can. And I think against Mazatlan, there's a good chance. Every time we say, like, yes, because we've won 6 out of 6 games, like, we know that it's not something we can rely on completely. Like, we don't like doing that because somehow I think I jinxed them, and I don't want that. I don't want that. So, but like, if we're talking about what Chivas has been doing quite recently, again, since winning Clásico de Mexico, I think it's looking good. And we've talked about this also last week. We talked about this. Like, it looks like Milito, Gabi, as Chicharito would say. Every time he said Gabi, I was like, oh, me?
Yes.
Me? But every time we talked about how it looks like Milito is like getting a really good sense of what he has with the starting 11 and on the pitch, on the bench. So it potentially could lead us to our fourth consecutive win. And again, we're just 3 points from the sixth position. We can secure more points in the general table, and looking forward for a promising Liguilla stage, right?
We have some rough matches ahead. I think we can't consider Mazatlan easy either because everybody plays different against Chivas.
Every time we say that, like, we should be very cautious about that. It's not easy. Like, there is no easy rival, and especially right now in the final stages of the regular season. So we should be cautious. It's looking good for the recent history of Chivas, and especially because in Clásico de Mexico, again, it was a friendly. We didn't have a couple of our players because they were in the Mexican national team under 20 and on La Selección Mayor, but still, we managed to get a 1-1, and it's just it could be looking good. We could be again could be expecting fourth win in a row. So yes, we are all hoping for that.
And no jinxing. Who said
No,
that we don't have any Kabbalahs?
no, no. I'm sorry, I don't want to jinx
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
No.
No. Gabi, can you help me out with one more thing?
Yes, sir.
Where can we watch this match?
Oh, sure. So remember, we are just days away from match week 13 of Liga MX, regular season still. And where can we watch? Production, can you help me here, please?
Production.
Please, can you help me, production?
Where
Where
to
to watch? Hello? Where to watch? Where to watch? There we go. Match week 13, Chivas against Mazatlan, Saturday, October the 18th. In Mexico, you can watch through Prime Video with our amazing cast for the broadcast. And in the United States, you can watch through Telemundo Deportes, La Casa de las Chivas en los Estados Unidos, at 5 p.m. Mexico time. Remember, if you are in a different time zone, you know what to do. Do the math, do your calculations. But in Mexico, it's at 5 p.m. Central Time, Prime Video, and Telemundo Deportes.
Well done, well done. I'm excited. I'm going to be there, of course.
Of course you are, and I'm so
Of
jealous.
course. Yeah, it will happen. It will happen. It has to happen.
I don't want
¿Verdad?
to jinx it again. I don't want to jinx it, but there's a big possibility that I'm going to be there for Clásico Tapatío.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Crossing every single finger in my hands. But yeah, hopefully. But yeah, of course you're going to be there.
Okay. Let us know. Let
Yes.
us know.
For sure.
Well, Gabby, it's your
Yes.
time in the limelight, my friend. So what's up? What's going on with our chingonas? What's happening? Tell
Well,
us.
our chingonas are chingonas as usual, of course. And even though the game against Puebla was not the best game, I think they just relaxed a little bit too much against Puebla. Remember that we won the last games, and we managed to finally hit that fourth position in the general table. And as for last game against Puebla, and because of the combination of other matches, Chivas Femenil is officially in La Liguilla. So again, it's no news. Chivas is always in Liguilla, but it's nice to see that on week 15 we already managed to secure a Liguilla spot. So yeah, that game against Puebla. So remember, just a couple of updates. Remember, Blanca Felix had an unfortunate injury during training, and Celeste Espino is now our goalkeeper for our Chingonas. And the score against Puebla at home was 1-1, an historic result for Puebla because they never, not even tied against Chivas Femenil ever in the history of Puebla Femenil. So for them, I think it was a better result for them overall. But again, we are still in the fourth position of the general table. It's looking good for our Chingonas, but we are not allowed to relax that much because we're facing Pachuca Femenil on week 16. So
Insane.
that is going to be an excellent pre-liguilla, if you allow me to say that, exercise game to see what's going on. And before going any further and before commenting with you, dear Robert, let's listen of the words of Antonio Contreras after this game against Puebla.
Pues lo único que encuentro de bueno de bueno, sí, por decirlo de alguna manera, es no haber perdido, ¿no? Porque al final, pues buscando algo positivo, pues son 6 partidos sin perder y bueno, y de negativo, pues que me recuerda mucho a cuando hacemos un buen partido contra Juárez, vamos a Santos y te faltan futbolistas de alguna manera y no ganas, ¿no? Y sí es verdad que el otro día con Pumas pues vimos un equipo, bueno, que tiene ese carácter y hoy pues se ha dado oportunidades a futbolistas que se venían pidiendo y que creo que se venían trabajando para ello y no se ha ganado, pero como digo, ¿no? Vamos a intentar buscar algo positivo y siempre recordar la frase que digo, ¿no? Ni antes éramos tan buenos, ni ahora seguramente seamos tan malos, ¿no? Vamos a intentar cerrar de la mejor manera y acabar arriba, porque si no, estirar todo. De hecho, creo, si no estoy mal con los números, creo que hoy, ahora mismo ya tenemos los mismos puntos que la temporada pasada, ¿no? Entonces, que no vale, ¿eh? No es ninguna excusa ni venga que excusarme. Digo que, bueno, que hay cosas que están ahí, que son positivas, y otras que no me gustan y que, como veis, pues no estoy contento, por supuesto, no puedo estar contento con el resultado, ni nadie puede estar contento con el resultado. Y ese era un poco de los objetivos, ¿no? Hoy era, pues, desde el máximo respeto, darle minutos a otras jugadoras que vienen sin jugar y también, ¿por qué no?, intentar descansar a otras que venían jugando todo, por lo que no viene, ¿no? ¿No sale? Pues bueno, siempre digo, si en la buena digo que ellas son las que ganan, yo siempre soy el responsable y ya está. Me toca asumir eso y cada una que asuma su parte de responsabilidad. Yo os invito, por favor, a que sigáis ayudando a mis jugadoras, confiando en mi equipo, ¿vale? Porque por trabajo y por dejarnos el alma no va a ser. Y espero, y así será, que os darán más de una alegría todavía. Ahora toca Pachuca y después cerrar bien en Necaxa, porque si el de Pachuca es importante, el de Necaxa nos va a ayudar a ver cómo queremos acabar y cómo más afrontar la liguilla.
He was not happy.
My goodness.
He was like, okay, so at least we didn't lose. Like if you watch Chivas Femenil games, you know that Antonio Contreras lives with so much passion every single game, and he was visibly disturbed during that game. He was like, "Oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? This, that," giving instructions and talking to his players, and yeah, it was not the best or the greatest or expecting result, right? But it was not a loss. We're still in the fourth position. We are still like we already secured a Liguilla spot. But the thing is, and we talked about this last week, Chivas needs to win the more games they can win in the regular season. Puebla, Pachuca, and Necaxa to secure the fourth position or even higher. Well, I don't think higher is a possibility because Tigres is like way up there and Pachuca as well. But to close the Liguilla games, like the second legs at home, which it could be amazing. So yeah, that is what's going on right now. Pachuca is in the second place of the general table. They are, I believe, like 5 points ahead of us. It's going to be a very tough match. But again, it's going to be like a good example of what can we expect in the Liguilla stage. We know that Pachuca Femenil is a huge, huge rival, and we have like personal beef with them at this point. It's going to be a good game. Yeah, I think Chivas needs to stay focused on the main goal, which is what the immediate one is heading Liguilla. We already have that, but still keep winning so we can have a very good Liguilla overall. So it's going to be good, 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 good.
I think Contreras, you could tell he was disappointed, you know.
He was.
And he had put his faith, like he said, he mentioned it a couple times in these players who hadn't had minutes. And but I like the fact that he also assumes his responsibility. I'm the one that put these kids on the pitch, and they deserve it, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. And if you've ever played football and you've been a bench warmer, then when you get your chance to shine, well, you have to take the opportunity,
Yes.
and you have to give them the opportunity too. We've said this so many times. Look at what's happened to our Varonil team. More opportunities for the juveniles, mixed with the good age difference, right? With the youngsters, with the guys who are in the mid range, and our veterans. We're starting to see a really nice team, and I
Yeah.
think Chivas Femenil, and I'm gonna give this to you, Gavi, because I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but we are giving a lot of players to the women's national team in all of its categories.
Yes, sir. So, as it for right now, in el equipo mayor, en la selección mayor, just let me do a quick disclaimer because somebody in the chat is asking, um, why are we speaking in English? So, El Padre Creador San Lucifer, that is the weirdest username I've ever heard, but it's a show in English for chivermanos that speak mostly in English, pero hablamos de todo, Padre Creador. Así que bienvenido, welcome to this show. We've been doing this for almost 3 years, so welcome everybody. Anyway, yeah, Celeste Espino para la selección mayor, and also for the under 23, I believe. Yes, under 23 squad of the Mexican national team. Denise Castro, la Leona del Gol. I've heard like she has been baptized with La Leona del Gol.
I like
Denise
it.
Castro, yeah, I like it too. Denise Castro, Yvonne Gonzalez, and Daniela Delgado have been called up for the Mexican national team under 23. So yes, Chivas Femenil is feeding the Mexican national team a lot these days. And remember that also Blanca Felix is also one of the seleccionadas recurrentes, but right now she's injured, and we're sending her all our love and support for speedy recovery. But yeah, we have a lot of players in the Mexican national team. Also, Kimberly Guzman. Kimberly Guzman is also for the under 23. Denise, Kin, Daniela, and Yvonne.
It's beautiful to see that, isn't it? I mean, if we think about when the pink circuit opened, look at these bounds, these jumps and bounds that we're giving, and it's beautiful to see that teams like Chivas, of course, Pachuca, we have other teams who are generating Mexican players who are creating players. And look at our league; it's getting better.
Yes.
Every day, it's better and better. The surprise, like you said, Puebla beat us. Should we have expected that? I don't know. You know, they are also in transition. They are also growing. So I think it's all part of the growth of the pink circuit. I love my Chivas Chingonas since their inception, así. So, hey, shout out. I think they're going to secure another 3 points. We said we're not going to jinx. They're going to lose. They're going to lose this weekend. Okay. And you know I don't mean it. Okay, so that's the deal. Gabi, where can we watch
Yes,
this
sir.
magnificent game happen?
Where can we watch? Remember, this is week 16 of Liga MX Femenil and production. Can you help me, please? Hello? 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 Where can we
Coming.
watch? There we go.
Coming.
Week 16 of Liga MX Femenil, Pachuca Femenil against Chivas Femenil, Sunday, October the 19th. And you can watch in Mexico through Tubi, la aplicación Tubi. Game is going to be at 7 p.m. Mexico time. If you are in a different time zone, you know what to do and do the math. But yeah, this is going to be a great pre-liguilla match. We're not going to talk about scores, my friend.
Nope. I promise.
I'm not that brave right now.
I
I am
promise.
not that brave right now.
No, I'm all for Cábalas right now. I mean, I'll light candles, whatever, because it's been rough, guys, and I think everybody out there in the chat's going to agree with us. The last 2 years have been really ups and downs. You know, it's been a telenovela, a soap
Yeah.
opera in the
But I mean,
Chivaverse.
at the end of the day, well deserved also by Pachuca. They're doing well, so
Yes.
I cannot be mad at them, right, for doing the
Right.
right thing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a clásico by any means, but we have like this personal thing against Pachuca Femenil, and I think them, especially with us, like they want to beat us. So
Of
it's going to
course.
be a great game. It's going to be a great game.
And of course, you remember that you will be known by your enemies. No? So if you have enemies like that, that means you're at the same level, no? And they're playing good football
Yes, absolutely,
without so many foreigners. So
absolutely.
it's a great thing to do. So what's happening? Let's talk about Tapatío. Tapatío. Alfredo! You've gotten back just in time, my friend.
No audio.
I'm gonna say what he's saying.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. So we have it with El Tapatío real quick. The guys are, after 11 matches, the guys only have 4 matches to be disputed. Right now, we have lost the Liguilla access in terms of positioning. We're ninth. So, however, we still have 12 points to go, 4 matches. Our next opponents are Mineros this Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Mexican time at Estadio Akron. So it's going to be the first of the 4 finals that El Tapatío has left to be disputed. Curious fact: Tapatío is ninth, Mineros is sixth at the moment. However, they're only separated by 2 points. So as we can see, the table is really close, really tight. So a win will get us back in the game, straight back into Liguilla. So we gotta get that as soon as possible, and then face probably the last 3 match days after Mineros in a more comfortable position.
Very good. Very good. And where can we watch this match, Alfredo?
Yes, so it's since it's at Estadio Akron,
Hmm.
it's usually on YM Sports. So that's usually the sign off for it.
There it
There
is.
we go. AYM Sports, AYM Sports. 5 p.m. Central Mexican Time kickoff, 6 p.m. Central Time of the United States. It's El Chivas Tapatío against Mineros de Zacatecas. Match week 12 of Liga Expansión, and the playoff position is on the line. You know, the guys started off the tournament pretty well. then they had a downward slope, so we better recover as soon as possible.
It'll happen. It'll happen. We got to remember they lost a lot of players as well to the upper divisions. You know, people are
Yeah,
moving. People are moving, and then that's what happens. You know, there's no excuse though.
totally.
All of our divisions should always be in the top positions. My brothers and
100%.
sisters, I want to thank you all for having visited the Chivaverse. Everybody out there in the chat, we have Gerardo Loera was super active today. Everybody out there who's throwing us all the good vibes, Marilu, always there, my friend. You know, if we could send you Chiva chocolates, I would do it, my friend, because you have always been there.
Since
Always,
day
always.
one, since day one,
One,
almost
that's
3 years
right.
ago. Marilu, mwah.
Always, always. Hopefully, we'll be able to at least buy you a torta here at the stadium one day. So make it known when you come, please, so you can have a nice visit with us. Everybody out there in the Chivaverse, hugs and kisses. Remember, it's only football. Everybody have a good time and just enjoy yourselves. If
Have
you
a good
think
one,
it,
guys.
if you believe it, it will happen. See you guys
There we
next
go.
week.